I will play one from the CD right now. I'm a storyteller. I really like telling stories. And this is a story about a gigolo. It's called Nights and Weekends. $35,000 in debt, so many regrets he can't count them on his hands and toes. Another late notice from Alice the mad lady. She got eyes for him to cure his woes. She says, how about I come on over tonight? It looked like you were in need of a good time. At first he declines, but then she flashed a Benny and it changed his mind. Oh, those Benjamin Franklins will do it every time. See, Alice was nothing special. She looked like a pear in a plastic bag, and with a few decades of driving mail, places of her began to sag. But after he accepted the offer, his face turned on the deepest shades of red. A big smile came to her face. She touched his cheek, and then she said, you don't need no candles, no, you don't need no wine, you don't need your bed made up with those linens so fine. I'm only asking of you for just one thing. He said it's good, but in the future, nights and weekends is the time to call. Oh yeah. So it started. The night was heavy on him as he got ready for the arrival of Alice, and even though he really didn't have to, he shaved to have a nice, smooth phallus. And when the night was over, he said, you know, I got some friends who'd be into this kind of thing. You need help and you can help them. Speak up, boy, now what do you think? You don't need no candles, no. You don't need no wine. You don't need your bed made up with those linens so fine. And if they call you, they want just one thing. He said, you tell them that nights and weekends is the time to call. Alright now. And the phone starts ringing. The phone starts ringing. That's a nice ringtone you got. Oh, it's an improvising ringtone. He got himself out of debt with no regrets except for one, but he got that cured. It was all for Alice on her route every day. She was out there spreading the word. He was book tied for the first 2 years. That is until he raised his price. Now you better have big money if you wanna head on over to his place tonight. Now he buys the candles, yeah, and he buys the wine. He's got his bed made up with those linens so fine. And if you call him, you want just one thing, but remember that nights and weekends is the time to call. Yeah, so preserve your day today.